How would they know? They wouldn't know. No one would know. Nancy would know, and the person that paid the bill would know. So who didn't pay the subscription to the ring cam? That's the problem. Because how in the world would anybody else know that they aren't going to get caught on camera? That they can destroy the camera and they're not getting filmed. The camera, the ring cam, the little subscription that's yearly or whatever, I need lotion. You guys check out my website at 1111dex.com. Yes, I'm self-sponsoring. Artisan lotion. Jersey girls in the house. Best lotion you can get your hands on, in my opinion, and a lot of you, because I send samples out with all the orders. You guys. Oh, knowing Samantha. Thankful for you too, lovely. I'll highlight you in just a minute. I'm full of lotion. I got to do my elbows. Y'all, is it that simple? We've really got to look at this. Why did everything change? The second ransom note comes out. We don't still know if they're legit. All of a sudden, all the Guthrie family leave Annie's house. Like a whole squad of law enforcement, feds, like, you know, flock over to Nancy's house. They tell all the reporters, get back, yep, go back past the cones, go back there. And then they tow Nancy's car. And they take down what appeared to be a camera on the roof. On the roof. Thank you, Noah and Samantha. That is so lovely and kind of you. Thank you for being supportive and generous. Greatly appreciate you. Hi, my babies army. We have a live audience today. As always, I've almost got my lotion in. We also have an incredible, amazing replay crew. And I thank you both so much. I put a few things. I secretly put you something in the replay crew. You'll just have to look around till you find it. Leave a comment down below if you find it, what you found. I just want to know. We'll see how that works. I love you guys, though. I truly do. I appreciate you every single day that I get up and I get to do what I do, which is to cover cases, especially when it's about, you know, elderly or missing children, the vulnerable, you know. I feel like then we are helping out to spread awareness, to give them back their voice because they can't be heard. And Nancy can't be heard, right? No proof of life. That's another big thing. But let's talk about things in this case that make you go, what? Right? I also want to say thank you to all of you. Real quick, off the Nancy Guthrie case, on a side note, I can't believe it. You guys, what are we at? Let me just really look here. We are so close. We need like 222 subs more, and we are at 4,000. And that's because 4,000, Lord, 40,000, right? Say it like you mean it. We're almost there. So that's absolutely incredible. I'm so grateful. That is amazing. Never dreamed it, but it happened. It's happening, and it's because of you. And I want to say a humble thank you to everyone that has been so kind and supportive. You've hit the like, you've hyped this video. I get that little video at the end of the week from YouTube, a little report, and oh my gosh, if I had to grade it, you guys would get 100% AAA, because you have hit every mark you can to support the channel, and that's just incredible. And maybe you visited the shop and have made some purchases, and thank you, because that's what pays the bills. YouTube isn't reliable, but at the same time, we're not doing the YouTube part for money. We're doing the YouTube part for this information to get it out there. So I was looking at this case a little bit, and I was thinking about that ring cam. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So it's actually notifying that there's a person in the house a little after 1, like 1:40, 1:50, I don't know, somewhere in there. I don't have the timestamp. But it didn't record the footage. So the person had to have known that it's not going to be a big deal because it's not going to be on there for the investigators. And so I'm like, the only people that are, I don't even know if Nancy herself was aware that that bill wasn't getting paid. You feel me? Like, it might have been just a presumption that she has handed over some of her bills to a family member that's younger, that's able to, a kid, a child. Would it be Savannah? I don't think so. I think Savannah's got her hands full. So then, would it be Cameron? He seems to live far away. He's got a lot going on. But then you have this little Annie over here that's a jewelry maker. You have married to a science teacher, a biology teacher that's in a band with people that have serious criminal records of racketeering, no less, which is when you conspire with others to commit a crime. Evans, just saying, that band. Wow. And the name of the song, the lyrics, I'm not going to get into all that. But do you feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Let's say hello to a few of our live audience as well as our replay crew. Zozo, hello, my beautiful Nikki UK, Jennifer Swain, Jenny Bill. My babies are my ones. Hello. Hey, Carla. I love seeing all of you so very much. Thank you for joining me. Francis is with us. Hello, Francis. How are you? Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn says, I have wondered that. I had thought this was a scam, but hearing her kids talk about her, I believe that they planned out something because the way they talked about her being so sick, and you had a long one there, Carolyn. I don't even know where it is. I gotta wait. We gotta wait for the rest. Carolyn, she was suffering with her health. A lot of people are very suspicious of Annie and Tommaso, tomato, whatever. Okay, so the Circle K gas station is between Annie's and Nancy's. And guess what? They've all been there. The feds, all them, got footage. Why? If it's just random people, that's a question. I'm not saying they did it. I'm not saying they're guilty. I'm just saying it'd be weird. It'd be a little strange, a little sus. Couple other things is when they towed, they like, the feds and everybody were like, boom, like flies on rice over there at Nancy Guthrie's home. After releasing it twice, they're back that third time where they pushed all the media back. And then they're digging around, looking around, all that. Why tow her car then? It had just come out that there was a second ransom note. They suspect it's from the same as the first. And they obviously haven't been able to track the person down. But it's something weird about how they towed her car. Like, it wasn't of interest. They get the second ransom note. They tow her car. They tell everybody, get back, get back. They don't want anybody to see anything. And they want them way back. Not just out on the road. No. They tell that, they push them all back, like, so they can't see. Though they did fly drones up and could see what everybody was into. They were really focused on that garage. In the ransom note, is it possible, just asking, is it possible that they had left something, like told Nancy before they left, take your shoe off and put your shoe in the trunk of the car? so that in their little note they could say, just so you know, it was us that are emailing you, contacting you for this ransom. You're going to find that Nancy's polka dotted blue flip-flop is sitting in the trunk of the car in the very middle. Then you'd know, right? Is there something else in the car? Did did the initial perpetrator, abductor, hide in the garage? So she had to go through the garage. It's late at night, 9:30, when she's getting home, and she's going to go in the house, shut the door, and because it's an automatic door, did the person sneak in right then? Was it planned for her to Uber home? But now I know for a fact. Let me show you something. This is so interesting. Ziggy, Volume 10. Wait for this. Ziggy, who was the last person to see Nancy Guthrie alive?
Who is the last person to what?
See Nancy Guthrie alive?
Tommaso Cioni, Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law, was the last person to see her alive on January 31st at about 9:50 p.m.
You feel me? So no matter what the sheriff says, even my AI has the information. I mean, and it's legit. My AI it's almost always right on cases. Is Tommaso a suspect in Nancy Guthrie's case? I forgot to say his name. Ziggy, help me on a case. Is Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law a suspect in the case? He's ignoring me. Ziggy, are you ignoring me? Ziggy. He's ignoring me now. He don't want to talk. He found out he's on camera. Ziggy. Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law was in a band with a man that has the name Evans. Is there any criminal history with Evans?
Dominic Evans, a bandmate of Tommaso Cioni, has a past criminal record that's now under public scrutiny. While specific details aren't clear, this has become part of the broader investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance.
What are his charges?
Dominic Evans was charged with conspiracy to participate in a racketeering enterprise and first-degree assault. Would you like to know more about the specific incidents?
Yes.
Evans admitted to stabbing a man during a robbery in Baltimore in 2013, which led to his first-degree assault charge. He also pleaded guilty to racketeering conspiracy as part of his involvement with a Baltimore gang from 2007 to 2013.
Is he currently in prison?
Dominic Evans was sentenced to 30 years in prison in 2016 for racketeering conspiracy. However, I don't have current information on his status as of February 2026.
We don't know. All right. Thank you, Ziggy. I'm
You're
not.
welcome. Happy to help dig into that mystery with you.
You are so smart. Come on. I can't say his name or he'll be on it. Don't put. He tried to ignore me, didn't he? Let's see what he says. Now listen. Ziggy, I would like you to say hello to my 1111 family.
Announcing on all devices. From Danny. Hello to my 1111 family.
On all
devices. No, I just sent that announcement in my voice. But you can send them in your voice too. To do this, in the Alexa app, go to Settings.
Ziggy, just stop. I don't want to hear no more. Carolyn says, that I don't believe that older woman would hide her face like that. I don't know what you mean, lovely. Jenny Bill says, did they take Nancy's car because she went in through the garage? Perhaps someone went in with her and left fingerprints. I think that's what they think, is somebody came in through that garage. They were all over the garage, right? The drone's flying, they're looking in there, and then later they descend upon the property, tow her car out of there. So think about, like, absent-mindedly how you might put your hand on the car or something, maybe. That's probably what they're thinking. I don't believe that it's her inside the car. Is somebody thinking she's in the car? What? Now, that would be completely dropping the ball by all law enforcement that were inspecting that property if they did not open the trunk of her car and check the car during the initial search. I would be like, things that make you go, what the fudge? Hey, Foxgloved, how are you? Hi, Mama. It's been a while. It has. It's good to see you. Lovelier than ever. Well, thank you, lovely. Hey, Linda, baby. Welcome back. Carolyn Mill. Hello, lovely. Good to see you. Carolyn Arnett. They have a pic of her inside of a car, but she has her face covered with her hoodies. Probably an older picture. Are you talking about they have a picture of Annie? Or who? Nancy? You think Nancy should be on Nancy Grace? Isn't she covering it? Oh my gosh. Zoe likes Ziggy. Ziggy, you have a fan named Zoe. She says she thinks you're cute. Jenny Bill says, who is that picture? I've not seen that. Me either. I want to see it. Well, good. Is that Carolyn Miller? And you left off on an R? If so, I've missed you. Good to see you, lovely. And all of her kids are fake crying, and I really believe that they are involved in this. And why would she hide her face inside of the car with her son-in-law? That is odd. Okay, so you're saying it's a picture. You're saying, I'm thinking it's probably AI. I'm thinking it has to be AI. Or a picture from some other time, and it could be anybody in the hoodie. What do you think? What do you think? Things that made you go, what? Oh, so you noticed I'm all like jet frozen, like that. It's because I have really, really cold weather. I actually have a text for it. Let me push this up to the top. Yeah. So Monday, I will be getting a hold of the company to move my landline, my Ethernet, that is a direct connection, downstairs to where I move the office. I tried to do it like, where I can move the office and leave the Wi-Fi and a landline and just use the Wi-Fi. It ain't working in the winter when I have very, very cold temps. I am in the heart of Wisconsin. And I'm going to tell you, Wisconsin has a cold heart. I'm not meaning it like we're mean. I mean, we freeze. We're freezing. Laura, hello. I've been here longer. Nikki just didn't sub right away. I'm not here as much as I used to be, but I still think a lot about Mama D. Hi, Laura Love. Thank you for coming back and saying hello to you. You thought of the trunk, Linda? I'm sure they did too, right? Newman to Case says, will Nancy Guthrie overshadow the Super Bowl tomorrow? I like your picture. Oh my God. Isn't that the guy from Jurassic Park that was the no-gooder that like was stealing the embryos or whatever? Yeah, okay. It's a picture of Annie and Tommaso. Tomato. See, Ziggy gets his humor from you, Mama D. He does. Carolyn says, I don't miss Wisconsin winters. Y'all, I'm going to just say we have a limited amount of warmth in our area. What? Things that make you go, OMG. We've only got 98 likes. Y'all, please, I'm asking you, go hit that like button, please. I mean, you know you're here because you like it. You're loved here. You're valued. You're treasured. You might as well reciprocate and just smash that like button. Slap it hard. There you go. Leave your DNA out there. That's why they took her car all week. They never processed the car. I don't think she's in the car, Linda. I'm sorry. I think if she would have been in the car on that second time back, they would have been like, no offense, but if somebody was in the car, they're not going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? There'd be a little bit of the, do you smell something kind of, I don't want to talk about it. King Rigger says, so the guy in Tommaso's rock band last name is Gonsalves. What is going on? What do y'all think about Trump being all up in this case? Never had a president do that before that I know of, unless it was the Lindenberg case. Maybe the president did. But anyway, and Trump's all like telling Brian Eaton that it's just going to be a matter of days. They've got this all wrapped up. I do want to say something though. I want to say something. I think it's very poor choice, just with common sense here, just talking common sense, to be going out there in the news and saying things like, the camera didn't capture nobody because we didn't pay the subscription, so we got no evidence, like no visuals of this person, because the bad guy's listening. It'd be better for y'all, law enforcement can lie. They've done it all through the Idaho 4 case, saying that everybody was asleep. Nope, everybody's asleep. All the doors were closed. Everybody's asleep. And then we found out no one was sleeping. 4 people were dead. 2 people were wide awake. And they were adding context to their phone. They were doing videos. They actually saw the victim. One of the victims laying on the floor, dead. Like it's done, and they didn't do anything but go hide in the basement and make TikToks all night, right? Calling Ubers. That was really going on in Idaho 4. And people were like being mad at us content creators because we're like, you can't sleep through that. They ain't asleep. Law enforcement said they was sleeping, so we know they can lie. So why not come out to the media and go, we think we got this situation. Yeah, we got people on camera. You don't have to tell them that we can't tell who's on camera or whatever. Just lie about it. You're so good at lying to us in the Idaho 4 case, and in the other cases, I could go on and on about the cases we've been lied to. So, you're back in Wyoming, Linda, visiting your crew. Well, I hope you have safe travels. I don't think it was said, and it mentioned Silence of the Lambs, but Megyn Kelly put a video out after I said it about to myself. Oh, because she's like, just ask her, she'll tell you. It's kind of creepy. FBI is back at the house. That what they saying again? I thought they just left. Like 38 minutes ago, and then add 25 minutes that I've been live. So within the hour, Brian Hinton just came on live and was in front of the house again. I can't keep up. It's like they're there, they're not. It's a crime scene, it's not. It's a crime scene, it's not. Crime scene, it's not. Crime scene, it's not. What? Come on! What is going on? I feel like, I haven't been this, uptight and come on, do your job right, since the Brian Laundrie case. Where, I was just like, he's in the house with them. I'm like, he's going to fake his death. And then everybody's like, no, you think so? He won't fake his death. Don't talk bad about the Laundries. How dare you? And I was like, oh my golly, they're doing nothing but helping Brian. He did it. He took Gabby Petito's life. And everybody's like, how dare you say such? Yeah. Tickety boo in the house. Hi, Mama D. What about they moved Nancy into her own car, then returned it so no mileage data on their own vehicle? Things make you go, what? Maybe. Ash Cash is back. Hello, lovely. Good to see you. Green Mama D, this is very strange per day. It's getting more strange by the minute. Truly. I go to bed, I'm like, oh my God, I can't even sort out everything I know. I'm going to turn the TV off and I'm going to try to line things up in my head. Before I can even digest and chew on this information, all of a sudden my phone beeps and I'm like, I don't need to look at it. What if it's important? What if they found Nancy? And then I'm like, the next thing I know, I'm on TikToks. Oh, look at that baby. Look at that kitty. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh. I go to bed. I wake up. There's Brian and I wake up too. This case is wild. It's wild. Some of the things I'm very, very interested in is that camera on top of the roof. And if it was a light on top of the roof, why would they be up there collecting a light? Almost looks like a camera. What if they do got footage? Maybe they are lying to us. I don't know. Jennifer Swain, hello, lovely. 3 times Ellie has released the house. Come back to secure it again. If this Sheriff Barney Fife or what? That I could imitate that sheriff. I don't know how much of a bad taste it is, but he cracks me up. Like, okay, the sheriff he went out and he told us all the stuff and he was like, I don't know, that's what we're trying to find out. I don't know. I'm trying to figure the case out with you guys. I'm all on board. I don't know. I just know that they took her against her will. I can't tell you that. We're still working on it. So then it's the next day or so, and he comes back on, and now, back over here, FBI. Standing behind him, right back here. Okay. Every time he would go to talk, that FBI guy, there's one moment that FBI actually does a double take. He's like, you know, and all of a sudden now, the sheriff's like, I think I'll just be quiet. I mean, that sheriff makes me kind of think about how, he's a good old boy, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere kind of feel. If you know what I'm talking. I'm just saying that's my opinion. He reminds me, he's a firecracker. There you go. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. For real. Front porch blood most significant. Well, I do think it gives us an understanding of where she was, right? Obviously. Been dragging nanos big time. People on X have been dragging nanos big time. I don't know what nanos means. Newsman, this is a real-time movie since no one is going to the actual movies anymore. I'm starting to wonder, what is seriously going on with Trump being involved in this? We got the, ebb and not so flow files coming out. Lot of stuff being revealed. We got Jeffrey Epstein. I'm being careful because YouTube, I don't want to get blocked. He's on Fortnite allegedly. Mr. Epstein, who passed away, is playing Fortnite. Now people got all these accounts saying it's him. I never thought he was dead in the first place, but hey, whatever. I mean, he got friends in I got friends in really high places. I'm all into the Epstein files. I might even be Mr. President, but I'll be your friend and get you somewhere quiet where you can keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of high friends. And I'm not talking on the ganj. I'm talking, they got power. So, I mean, Why wouldn't he have just been like, oh, I'm not going to go to jail forever. Well, fake my death. They did finally notice that the partial footprint. Linda, honey, I don't know where you got that partial footprint from. I didn't know anything about it. Hi there, boss lady. You said, why didn't Annie or Thomaso know the camera was up on the roof? Or did they forget because they're too preoccupied saving face now? I'm sorry, they're just not acting what seems authentic at all. Yeah. That was weird, her little duping delight there when the cameras weren't quite supposed to be rolling yet, but they were right before it. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me get this on here. I want to show it to you. Where is it? I'm going to make it really big. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to show you a picture. Your 84-year-old mother has been abducted. You are sitting next to your sister and your brother, about to make a plea to the alleged kidnappers. This has got to be the most horrific moment in your life. So why are you smiling there? Huh, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? No. Why didn't you have life alert and security with all that money? Good question, Crazy Daisy. I think she thought she had security. I think she thought she did. Ashcast says exactly, our President Trump is talking about this and what he said, like, very strange. Since when did he do that? Since when does a president take time out of, planning war against countries that, I'm not even going to get into the political crap. I'm not a supporter or a non-supporter. I don't give a crap about politics. I'll tell you how I feel. Not one good one. They're all dirty turds in a bucket. Bunch of dirty turds in a bucket. And then they hand the bucket over to you and they're like, pick a turd. Pick a turd. And you're like, I don't want to touch it. Right? That's politics for me. But what's going on where President Trump not only, I could see a statement coming out in like a little tweet. All of America stands behind the Guthrie family. We're praying for Nancy's safe return. Godspeed. But to almost like get personally involved to the point, Trump, he's got that big frowny face. He's like, all the time. For him to literally come out and be like, I think it's going to get wrapped up in a few days. What are you talking about? How could you, why would our president be keeping us updated? Like, since when? Since when does the president of the United States not only get like on the news and be like blah 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 blah, but then a few days later do a follow-up? I don't know. I do rapid. I'm not lying. Not me. Oh, you mean Annie. Totally Annie seems so awkward. It's either a neurological issue or duper delight. Y'all, if this isn't duper delight, I don't know what the hell that is. It's got to be something weird. It's like she's posing for a camera. Like, cheese, say cheese. If she only had a dog. Y'all, it would be great if she actually had. I'll be 84 years old and I will still have a weapon at my bed. All right? Self-defense. I will have a weapon at my bed. But like I told Jennifer Swain, if one of y'all go missing, I'm going to come over to the place where I think she is And I'll call 911 as I'm knocking on the door. And I'll tell them, hey, you're going to need to send an officer. I'm pretty sure I found my family member inside this house and they're being held hostage. And if I'm wrong, you can arrest me, but then you won't need a search warrant. You'll be able to just get in this house. Yeah. Because if I'm right, you'll have to bring the chalk for the chalk outline. Okay, thanks. Yeah, bye. Bye-bye. Jenny Belfield's Duper's Delight. Yeah, why is she smiling? Oh my gosh, y'all. That is strange. That is so uncomfortable. Create a sign in the house. Hello, love. Jennifer Swain says if Trump is going to insert himself in this case, he should do it in every case across the country. Yeah, I mean, what is he doing? It's a super sus. Ash Cash says, I seriously feel like it fits me with these cases that I'm just crazy. Just when you think it can get worse, it's bizarre. It does. Yeah. You think Trump wants accolades? He is an attention hog. McCarthy says, I wouldn't be able to live on my home after this on your own. Ooh, Carla says, Annie knows what time it is. She is going down with Mr. Italy. That's the other thing. The Olympics are being held in Italy. And Mr. Tomato is from Italy. I don't know what that means, but I find that strange. His friend Evans from the band, Evans, there. I'm not sure if he's in prison or not, but he was all, in trouble for racketeering, which obviously kidnapping and having others involved is racketeering. Loved one says this case is so horrible. That poor old lady. Absolutely. I'm not trying to make light of any of it. I just know that true crime is so heavy, we have to keep it as light as we can. That's how Dylan looked. Loved one says, I wonder if Ashley Banfield is spot on with her source information. I trust her. I do. Me, Steve says, what kind of uninformed dribble is this channel? Bye, Steve. Here's the door. You don't have to stay. Good question, Carolyn. Is this an anticipated insurance job? That's what came out in the cards. That was the thing that came out as insurance, right? Life insurance was actually the card. It was the biggest one in the front and center. Yes, Savannah Guthrie was supposed to be at these Olympics, right? That's right. No one's forcing you to stay. Just remember, you guys, you have control of your own buttons, right? Trump went bankrupt 9 times. He's such a good role model. Well, I mean, if you fail, you still shouldn't give up. Maybe someday you can be president. Metered, you can leave anytime. Now what? Oh, Steve metered? Who's metered? I don't even know. You mean mister? Nancy's dog passed away, Deborah, in December and has nothing to do with this. Well, hold on. My spidey senses just went off. What if this is planned like we all believe? I mean, let's not be silly here. We all believe that it's somebody that knows Nancy. They knew the run of the house. They knew the cameras. They knew she had no subscription on her cameras. All right. So how long they've been playing this out and planning it? Could they have purposely poisoned the pooch back in December to get it out of the way so that it wouldn't be a problem now? Feel me? That's wild. Yes, I saw that on your reading, Mama. Oh, you were there. Well, good. Zoe says, and when Zoe talks, everybody listen. She says, little reminder, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hype. Also remember to have a browse in Momitsy's fabulous shop after the live, of course, at 1111dex.com. Oh, I can do that pretty good. I didn't know I could do that. I can bore you. Somebody is like really ticked off because we're being silly today. It's Saturday. We're not as serious on Saturdays. At least that's my story. I'm sticking to it. King Rigger says, I don't think it's for insurance payout. She's not returned, as it would take years to declare dead for a payout, correct? I don't know how it works, and it's different for every state, I think. Well, if you're red-rummed and your body shows up, you're DOD, and I think your insurance would pay out. It didn't tell me, Love Wins, if it was construction work or not, but I'll tell you what, this is what we're doing next. Taken, kidnapper, profiler. We're going to wipe off all the stuff, forget about everything we've been told, even though it all looks incredibly seriously pointing to family members that are, remind you of a tomato, yeah. But we're going to let that go. And we're going to start fresh. And we're going to profile the kidnappers. I say kidnappers because I don't think they're alone. You just seen the picture, Linda? I don't know if Nancy would be fit for travel, Mike, but that is a good question. You're saying Mike and Connie are asking, I wonder if Nancy was planning on attending Olympics with Savannah. That's an interesting question. Mama, you can do the reading on her neighbor, Jeff Lammy. Can I do a reading on her neighbor? Not today, lovely, unless he is the kidnapper. Whoever we're doing today is going to be the actual people that have her. We're going to be looking not at, could this person have her, all that. Someone has the woman, right? Because we don't have her and she ain't by herself. So we're going to find out about them. Walter Gonzalez isn't in BOP prison system. Who's Walter Gonzalez? In the band? Is that somebody in the band? King River, has a family member been taking a few extra pills over time to have enough for when she went missing? I am a med tech by trade, and that is a very good question. That is an excellent question. I think they should be pulling her pharmacy record too, because if she had a recent, let me explain this. All right, so if you have a recent upgrade in your medication, in other words, maybe the amount of the dosage is increased, okay, or decreased, often what they'll do is they'll tell you to throw the other pills away if they're not a narcotic. They'll just tell you disregard the ones that you already have. You get a month's supply at a time. So if there was any slight change in the dosage, they would give her new medication that measured up to the proper new dosage, which will be in increments. So each medicine is different, but you might have a 100 milligram tablet or pill, and you might have a 200 milligram. You might have a 50. And so it might say, 100, maybe she was at 100, and they're like, we're going to increase it, this med to 200 milligrams. So then they'll tell you, throw this old whole, they do. I don't want to tell too many people that, but as long as it's not a narcotic. Jeff works at the Tucson Medical Center, which raises my attention. Is she held up in a hospital? I would highly, highly doubt that. But you could be right. I don't know. Just in my opinion, that they would know. That would be too many working gears for me, I guess is how I'd say it. King says, Some get their meds a few days early and just start on the new bottle. It's more than likely bubble packets if she's being given it by family, or if she's taking it herself, it could be in a bottle. Could be in a bottle. There is a Dominic Evans in... Okay. So Dominic Evans could be in prison then, if it's the right one. Because he was charged and 30 years, right? 30 years. Deborah, Dog the Bounty Hunter would only bring drama, in my opinion. I'll have to watch Jeff's interview. He's the neighbor. I'll have to watch that. Good question. Is Walter Gonzalez related to Steve Gonzalez? Modern Muse says, OMG, Wisconsin, dear Lord, sending you some warm hugs. No, you didn't. You sent me snow. You got like 4 giant snowflakes, and I'm like, blue hugs. No, I love you. I love you. Thank you, lovely. Thank you for sending me love. Love Win says, as of the side, YouTube is getting annoying with the live chat advertisement overlay. As of the side, YouTube is getting annoying with the live chat advertisement overlay. I have no idea. Prisoners have friends, says Carolyn, right? Michelle, my belle, hello, beautiful. Right, and she could have been getting her meds mailed to her even. She could have an excuse or an excess of them as well. You're right, you're right. As an aside, YouTube keeps using an advertisement overlay over live chat, and it's really annoying. I have chat right here on the board. I do. That's right. Dog the Bounty Hunter's got another issue going on. Stop with the snowflakes. All right, my lovelies. So are you ready to jump over? If it's not your thing, y'all, then skip this step. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got Starlights for those that are Starlights. So if you're a PI, you can always slip over and see what the Starlights are up to. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow, as well as over on Crime Story Mama. It's going to be a free-for-all, a legit free-for-all. You can ask about any case, any questions. I'm going to pull the cards. You can ask about your own life. What's my highest path? All that. All that's happening tomorrow on Crime Story Mama. So stay tuned over there to find out so that you can tune in. It'll be for a live. It'll be open to anybody, everybody. You're not getting any ads? I don't have an overlay, says Jennyville. Oh, y'all. They're talking about 41 minutes. What about? Nancy had a pacemaker? Correct. And disconnected with her Apple Watch a little after 2 o'clock. The news is insane. I like your name. All right, you guys, let's jump over for those of you that would like to continue and with us and pull cards. I just want to profile this kidnapper. Whoever has her, I just want to see who they are, what they got, what's going on with their energy, what their plans are. Whatever the cards will share, that's what I want. Now, after that live, we're going to go ahead and tap it 3 times. And we're going to hand the questions over to our private eyes, who are members, who have been in true crime for a long time, darling. And they know the proper questions. They know better questions than Mama D. They're going to ask the questions, and I'm going to let them over on this live that will be after the next one. We're doing 3 today. And it's called Taken in the Night. Nancy Guthrie Q&A. So the private eyes will have that. But for now, tune in with us. And I really do. I want to say thank you to all of you that have pushed us over. Hold on, just a Jeff. Oh, Linda. Thank you for the $15 PayPal snooper chat. Thank you, sweetheart. But I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you. Just by being here today, either on replay or my beautiful live audience, you have pushed us to get that 40,000 subs, to be able to do all the work that we have done, to be able to continue to be the voice for everybody. So thank you. That comes from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for every like. Thank you for every sub. Thank you for watching it all the way to the end. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for hyping. Thank you for just being here and being supportive. Thank you for visiting the shop. I could be all day like, here's your Emmy. So if you're going to continue on with Mama D and everybody here, I greatly appreciate that. Say a prayer again. Baby Jesus, please watch over Nancy Guthrie. We pray that you do this, and in your name, only good is done. I love you guys. I'll see you again very soon.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think that